What would Adam think if he saw our world today? The man who walked with God in a perfect garden, who knew no death, no lies, no screens glowing at midnight. The one who named every creature before smartphones existed to tell him what they were called. Imagine pulling him through time and dropping him in the middle of 2026. He'd probably start with the sky. In Eden, the stars weren't competing with streetlights and satellite constellations. He knew them individually, watched them without light pollution blurring the edges. Now we've got billboards brighter than the moon and planes carving contrails through the heavens every 12 seconds. He'd ask why we covered up what God made with what we manufactured. Then the noise would hit him. Eden was quiet except for wind, water, and the voices of two people who actually listened when they spoke. We've got sirens, notifications, construction at 6 a.m., and something always beeping in the distance. Silence makes us uncomfortable now. We fill every gap with podcasts, playlists, background television. Adam knew what it meant to hear himself think. We've forgotten how. But here's what would really break him: the food. He bit into fruit picked fresh from a tree that grew in soil untouched by pesticides, watered by rivers that flowed straight from Eden's heart. Every meal was effortless abundance. We've turned eating into an industry. Processed, packaged, shipped thousands of miles, pumped full of chemicals we can't pronounce. We argue about macros and count calories from things that barely qualify as food. He'd wonder why we're obsessed with what used to be simple. The relationships would confuse him most. Adam had one person, Eve, and he knew her completely. No filters, no profiles, no carefully curated highlight reels, just presence. We've got thousands of friends we've never met and spouses we barely talk to because we're scrolling through strangers' lives at dinner. He'd see us swiping through faces like we're shopping, discarding people with a flick of our thumbs, and he'd ask what happened to knowing someone's actual voice. And the work. God gave Adam one job: tend the garden. Meaningful, physical, directly connected to survival and beauty. We've created jobs that didn't exist 5 years ago, that we'll need 3 sentences to explain, that leave us exhausted but wondering what we actually accomplished. We're hustling to afford things Adam never knew he needed. He'd notice we're still blaming each other, though. That part stayed consistent. Still pointing fingers, still hiding, still making excuses for why things went wrong. Some things don't require time travel to recognize. Eden's gone. We can't go back. And Adam wouldn't recognize what we've built in its place. But maybe that's the point. We weren't supposed to rebuild paradise. We were supposed to remember what we lost and why we're still searching for it in everything we create.